Hey everyone, Mike here, and I want to welcome you to today's training where I'm going to show you the 5 steps that you need to go through to create your course and to be able to attach it to a page to start generating sales. Here you'll see on this screen the 5 steps that you need to go through in order to create your course and get things ready to sell. So, step 1. Create your course. That's where we're actually going to be going to create your modules, create the structure, upload your content, and have it ready to go. 2, we need to create an offer. In other words, we need to tell the system what is included in your offering because you can have different offers out there. For example, if you want to have one that is a monthly payment, that's one offer. If you want to have one course that is a one-time fee, that's another offer. So we need to then, secondly, create an offer. Number 3, we need to then create a product. So what that means is we need to go into our actual payments area and create a product that will then be populated within Stripe or PayPal or whatever merchant processor you have so that the system recognizes it as a product that can be purchased and have money transferred to you. Number 4, attach a product to your sales page. Once that product exists, you're able to then attach it to a sales page, and that's where your checkout is going to be able to happen. And lastly, number 5, automatically email course login details. So let's go ahead and take a minute to talk about each of these steps. Okay, so we are logged into Coursie and we are in the memberships area here on the left sidebar up in our courses, and then you select products. This is where you're going to create your course. So a course is called a product within this section. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through and we're going to create a course together to show you step by step how to do this. So we're going to hit create product, and you have the ability to start from scratch or import from Kajabi. If you have some information or a course in Kajabi, you're able to click that button and go through the import wizard to be able to get your login details here from your Kajabi account, and you'll be able to populate your course information there. But we're going today to just pretend like we're creating a course from scratch. So we hit create product, start from scratch, and then we have these little templates that you can start with. I always just start with a sprint course because that allows us to have just something to start with, but not too much to worry about up front. So I'm actually going to upload a course that I've done in the past. Let's call it the Doer Challenge. So we're going to create product. So now in front of us, we have our course outline area here. So you'll see that you can click this back button to go back to products, and we have this doer challenge here. So we're going to click that again, and we're back. This is where our product structure can be created. So here you have, here's a category, and then these are lessons or modules within each category. So if you go up here to this product structure, you can click the plus sign. You can create more categories. Or you can go here down to the plus sign next to this category you have already and click the plus sign to add a lesson, add a subcategory, or add an assessment. So these are assessments or quizzes, which we can look at as well. But right now we have some templates here that have just kind of been dropped in. So if you click on that, you'll be able to go into our editing section here where you can add a video, you can add a thumbnail, files, change the title, a category, and then the body here. So we're going to go ahead and talk about each of these elements one at a time. So first of all, what you can do, you can hit select video and you can hit upload video where you can drag and drop or choose a file. I'm going to go ahead and add this one here. And so you just simply hit upload, and then you'll see it's going to quickly upload that file right here for you. Now, once this approaches 100%, it's going to then give you that check mark, load your video in here, and hey, here's just a little reminder for you. Make sure to hit save after all these edits, okay? So go hit save, and now that has been saved with our video in it. So you can go ahead and click here to preview the video. Great. So we have a video uploaded now, and we're then going to keep going down the list. So first of all, this title, we're going to go ahead and change that, and I'm going to say, welcome to the Doer Challenge. Perfect. And I'm going to keep that within the first category, but you can go ahead and change that if you wish. And then here you can go in and change the body of the lesson. Now this is where you can format things and say, okay, I'm going to do a title, and I'm going to say, welcome to the Doer Challenge. And then you can come down here and we can hit an image. And we can say, we can paste a source, or we can upload an image that we really like. Should I just pick one random for us? Here, we'll do that. Why not? So we'll throw that in here. Wow, that's like way too big. So we're going to drag and change the size of this. And we're going to say we want it centered. And look, there we go. So you can go through and you can edit this to have it be almost like a blog article, right? So this will be a place where you can throw in all sorts of things. We'll go example 1, 2, 3, 4. That's some bullet points, and we can do some test content here. You can add some links if you wish. So you can attach links to different things. You can embed YouTube videos, etc. All things that you can do to make the content that is written there show up and be available. Now, next, again, we're going to save because we want to keep our updates going. We are going to have a thumbnail that we want to have here. Now, notice it says the recommended dimensions are 1280 by 720. This is supposed to be able to be recommended for you to have those dimensions to make it look best throughout the systems on all different platforms. Okay, so whether they're on their phone or whether on their computer, follow these recommended sizes to help make it look best. So my recommendation to you is to hop into Canva, create a custom size of 1280 by 720, and then create your artwork for your thumbnails here so that it will look good. So for example, one that I've been using for one of my courses is the quick wins. So that's one of the thumbnails that I've done. We'll upload that, and there it is, looking good. Now next, we want to add files. Now this is where we'll be able to add as many files as we want to be supporting material for our training. So let's say I want to add this file. This can be PDFs, images, MP3s, Excel spreadsheets, whatever you want there can be applied and attached to that course. So we're going to hit save, and now we have the ability to preview this content. So if you go up here and hit preview, it's going to go ahead and pop up a preview of that course and that lesson. So now you can see we have a quick navigation of other lessons within that category here that you can quickly go from one lesson to the next. You'll see that we have our video here that they can change the speed of and go full screen, etc. You'll see that you have the written text here that's going to be the appropriate information that will support your lesson or training. And then at the bottom, they have this mark as complete button that they can click to be able to help the system know when they've completed a certain course module and to track their progress, which can be cool to help with some additional automations in the future for you. Now, you'll also see that there's an instructor name section. This is where we put your information, name, bio, etc. I'll show you how to do that a little later. And then you have your attached files that they can click, and it will take them to download it. So pretty cool, pretty easy stuff. I hope that it's pretty easy to see how you can upload your course content and create those modules really quickly. So let's go ahead and go back to, with this button here, to the main course. Now, a couple things to help make sure that you are good to go. You'll see that this is published, and if you want to have it be something you can work on but not visible to everyone else, you can go ahead and drop it to draft mode. So you see green checks are published, this little clipboard is draft, you put it back to published, and you are good to go. Now you can also lock content, and which is pretty interesting. So you can lock that content so it's not available yet, but then you can make it available in the future, or you can drip the content as well, which is pretty cool. So the way you do that is you're able to go up to this top portion here, and you can click drip, which will allow you to say, hey, drip one lesson per day. So it will lock it one day at a time. They will then be able to gain access to the additional modules. Now, a couple of the things that you can see, this little preview icon shows up here if you want to quickly preview a particular lesson. You can also preview the course as a whole here. You can click this to edit it, or you can click on the name. If you decide you want to mix up the order of your lessons, you can simply drag and drop those, and that will quickly help you to arrange your lessons and your modules. If I click this plus button, I'm going to show you what a subcategory looks like. So subcategory, and when you do that, it's going to add that subcategory in here, and then you're going to have the ability to add lessons or assessments in there. So since we've already done lessons and modules, let's look at what an assessment looks like. So we can go ahead and do assessment 1, and you can decide, do I want it to be an assignment or a quiz? An assignment is interesting because, well, we'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. You can go through here and you can say, hey, this is an ungraded assignment, or it is a graded assignment. change the title, put in instructions with the formatting you wish to help them know what they should do with the assignment. And then you can drag and drop your assignment template here. So if you have any additional things that you want to show them, like syllabus or a curriculum or examples of things, then you can go ahead and put that here. So we're going to do example, example text. Confirmation message will say, thanks for your submission. And for fun, we're going to upload this again. All right, so if we hit save, let's see what this looks like. We're going to go ahead and preview. So this will show you what an assessment looks like. Now, it's very simple because we didn't put a lot of effort into it, right? But if you put images, attachments, deep instructions, links, videos, whatever, that will all show up here. If you then say start assignment, it will then pop up the instructions again. It will have a place for their answers or responses, and then they can drag and drop or upload a response too. If you have like a paper or a video or something that you want them to submit, then they can hit submit here and it will submit that assignment for you. Now, if we want to do a quiz instead, we're going to click that plus sign. We're going to say add assessment, and then we're going to switch it to quiz. So now we're going to go ahead and edit this quiz. So again, you can say, hey, this requires a passing grade. We're going to call it 75%. Confirmation message, congrats, you passed. And again, you're going to do more awesome as you do this. We're just having this be quick, right? Please try again. Will be this fail message, right? All right, so now what we're going to do is hit this blue button that says add question. When you have this add question button here, you then open it up and you say, all right, is this either a single choice or a multiple choice question? So we're going to do multiple choice question, and we're going to say, how awesome is Coursie? And we're going to say we want to add a choice. We're going to say 10 out of 10. It is the correct option. 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Now you can also go here and add an explanation. So, this is clearly not correct because it's a 10 out of 10, guys. So we hit save, and then we can hit preview, and this will pop up what the preview of the quiz will look like. So you hit start quiz, and you'll say, okay, how awesome is Coursie for question 1? And I say, hey, it's a 10 out of 10, and that will allow me then to submit and be good to go. All right, so you've created your categories, your lesson modules, and assessments or quizzes if you want them. So now let's talk briefly about some of the design aspects or ways we can flesh out our course a little more. You'll notice at the top here you have some additional options. You can offer certificates, so hey, if they accomplish certain things, you can deliver a certificate to them. You can also edit certificates at the top part here, which is really quite cool. So I definitely recommend exploring that. But we're going to talk about the details section. If you click the details section, you'll now have an ability to go through and edit the title of the course, add a description. So we're going to add a description here, and then we're going to have the chance to add a product thumbnail. So we're going to click this. Now, notice again that 1280 by 720 is the recommended size. But again, we're doing this quickly, so we're going to see if we can find one that works for us. Hit upload, and that's going to put in that course product thumbnail. Now, in here where it says customization, you're going to want to keep going. So click that customization part there. And this is where we're going to be able to have the instructor information added. So let's put your name, Mike Sheffield. Let's go ahead and do a headshot. Again, do those dimensions for me because it will look better that way. So we're going to do this and hit upload, and then we're going to say, all right, let's see, we're going to actually change this. My apologies. We're going to do your instructor is going to be the headline, if you will. Then we're going to say Mike Sheffield, founder of Coursie. Say Mike has been in marketing for over a decade. Whatever you want to put there, right? Now, something relatively brief is great, but you can go up to 1,000 characters. I don't know if I'd recommend that long, but you can do some cool things there. Now then, this is some additional really important stuff. The logo image. This is going to be a logo that you upload that's going to be consistent with your brand that associates with your course. So again, follow these dimensions for me as best you can. And this is where we're going to choose that file. We're going to do Coursie logo. Why not? We'll do this for now. Cool. Then you can do a favicon here. This is a 32 by 32, really small image that's essentially the same thing. It's a logo that represents your brand that's going to show up in the tab of their browser when they are using it. So that's pretty cool. So if you hit save there, that's then going to save those things for your course. Now, if you go up here to this bar again, you can go to customize. This will allow you to select different orientations for your learning management system. Classic is what you originally get, but you can also explore and decide if you like these different ones as well. So for example, you can go through and hit preview, and you can decide, hey, I actually like this design instead. So it looks a little different. We're going to take a look at it. And if you like it, you can apply that. I kind of like the original one, so I'm going to stick with that. Now, something interesting, you can come here and hit customize. And this is where you can go to the theme settings. And this is where you can change some of the things. So you can say, okay, this is where I'm going to change the background image of this header, the color of the button, what it says, the description here. I can change like the background color or design of the lesson area. So this is where you can go through and change some of those elements, and then you can hit apply theme and preview it. So that's an important element to know as well. So next, what we're going to be doing is going to create an offer. So you'll see if I click this offers button here, it says, oh, well, there's no offers created for this yet. Well, it's because we haven't created one. So step 2 for our process is going to courses and then clicking offers. This is where we're going to create a new offer, this blue button here, and you can say, all right, do a challenge. And then this is where you can select a product. These are the courses that you have created, and you're going to decide what is attached to this offer. I'm going to select the one that applies, and you can actually select multiple that apply if it's inclusive to other courses or trainings. You can say, all right, is this a free course, a recurring course, or a one-time fee? We're going to go ahead and say that it's a one-time fee for $97. And then you can do a test or a live payment mode. For today's purposes, we're going to do test, but then you create it. So then what that will do with that basic information is create a offer here, and then you can go through and you can add additional details to it. So add the more detailed description of that offer. You can edit the price. You can do different recurring subscriptions and free, etc. You can go through and add an image again. And then down here is where you can add additional products or change what is in this offer. So you can say, all right, I'm going to change the products and I'm going to include this as well. So now it'll include these products. So this is important because it's telling the system when someone buys this, accepts this offer, what is included in that offering. So that is how you'll create an offer. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit save so that we can then go to step 3. So step 3 is creating a product within the payment system. So let's go ahead, navigate on the left sidebar here to payments. Once we're in payments, you need to go to products and click that button and then go to create product. In here, you're going to simply go through and create a product that's then going to populate within Stripe or PayPal or whatever merchant process you have attached here. And then this is going to actually communicate to those merchant processors that there's actually a product to be sold. So we're going to go through and hit do our challenge. We're going to add our description. And you can get as intense as you want to there. Again, add that that media or thumbnail there. Is it a service or a digital good? We're going to select digital good. We're then going to say, all right, this is a one-time fee for $97. But if you wanted to have it be recurring, you can do recurring fee for $97. This compare at price, we're going to turn it back to one time. This compare at price is essentially price anchoring. You can say, hey, it's normally $199, but today I'm going to sell it to you for $97. So that can sometimes be used in certain areas as well, which you can look at this to see what you think of there. Now, if it's a physical product, you can add some tracking of inventory So you can say, hey, I only have 25 t-shirts. So once that reaches 0, we want to stop having it be available. And this is applicable for our e-commerce store. So not so much with our courses. All right, so this is a really, really important element. When you are creating products that are for your courses, you need to come down to this additional options section and click on that. This is then where you need to toggle the membership offer. So what this is saying is, hey, this product is a digital product that includes a membership, a course. So then you click here and you say, hey, it includes the Creator Academy and the Coursie quick wins and bonuses. Okay, so by adding those offers, that is then going to give permission to the person when they purchase that product. Okay, so we're going to hit save, and once you hit save, you are then going to have the product available there, ready to go. Our next step, now that we have created our course, created our offer, and created our product, we now need to attach that product to a sales page. So the way you do that is you're in Sites and you go to Funnels or even Website Pages, and then once you have selected the page that you want it to be attached to, what you do is this. On the far right side, you have these 3 buttons that you can choose from, and one is Products. You click that, and then this is where you're going to add the appropriate product that will be able to be checked out on that page. So you click Add Product, and then you click here again, and it'll say, hey, here's all the products that are available to you. We are then going to click on Do or Challenge, and now we have that available for you. So if you have multiple price points, when you click this price button, you can select the price that applies, and there you go. Now, you can do some price display override and things if you decide you want it to look a little differently in checkout, but let's go ahead and click Save, and now we're gonna go to the actual page and show you what it looks like. So if I click on the preview page button, it's going to go ahead and open up this page. And when I click on my checkout button, which the way I have this page designed is if I click this, it'll do a pop-up. It is then going to have this checkout form. And so I'm going to go, 435 555 5555. That's an example for me. Then it's going to go to the second page, and now it's going to be a checkout where it says, hey, you're buying the Doer Challenge for $97. Here's your credit card information. Go ahead and get started. So if you do that, that is how you attach your product to the page and how you can get a checkout process going. Now, if you're wanting to say, okay, how do I do that step where I actually create the checkout process on a page? Let's go ahead and hop into the page builder, and I'll go ahead and show you how. All right, I'm here on the page that I want to use as my sales page. And the way I have it designed is that when I click on this button, this is then going to, if you see on the far right, it's going to be these button actions that's going to open a pop-up. So if I click that, a pop-up will show up. And the way I edit that is in the top bar, you'll see this button that says pop-up settings. So if I click that pop-up, it will show up, and I can then point and click and change it however I want. So Doer Challenge, get started today. Obviously, you would take time to create and design this how you want. Then when you click on, when you click on this two-step checkout order form, on the right side, you're going to have options to edit everything. So you'll say, hey, what color do I want the button to be? And some of these others. And one thing to recognize here is this button actions at the bottom. When a sale happens, you have a couple options. You can say, go to next step or go to URL. What I will often do is a thank you page. So this redirect URL says thank you, thank you for purchasing, or next steps. And so that is a good thing to note as well. But if you click advanced here in the top right, this is where you can edit the actual order form, step 1 and step 2. So you'll see that there's things that apply here. This step 1 headline, whatever I write here is then going to go here. Then we can say, hey, I don't really want to have the company name. That doesn't apply to me. I just want full name, email, and phone. Or if you don't even want the phone number, you can hide that too. So it's full name and email address. Then you can go to step 2. And again, same things here will apply. Go down here and decide all the things you want to be applicable to your checkout process. And then that will allow you to go ahead and check out. Now, a couple things to note. You can change cart mode. That essentially means that you can allow them to purchase more than one piece at a time. So if it's a physical product, you'll want to enable that. If it's a digital product, probably not. If you want to enable the product description, so on the checkout process, it'll actually give more detail about the product. That is perfect for you. Enable an order bump. This will allow you to select an order bump that you want to have be a one-time offer when they're purchasing, which is really cool. So that's where you find that. Coupon options. This is where you can say, hey, have a coupon code applicable right there, where someone can throw in that coupon code to get a discount. I will have that deselected unless that is an active part of my marketing, because in my mind, I mentally say, oh wait, there's a coupon code, which tells me that I can get this for cheaper. So I'll take it out unless I'm actively using it. And then enable terms and conditions will allow you to write some T&Cs there for you in case that's applicable. Sticky contact will make it a little smoother in your purchase process, because if they filled out their information on page 1, if you will, the system will remember their info and automatically put it in for you to make the checkout process less of a friction, right? So pretty cool. All right, so with that, you can hit save and publish, and then that will create that checkout process for you. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is you can go up to the top left thing to add elements, and then you'll say, okay, we're going to do an order form, and I'm going to do a 2-step order, and I'm going to drag and drop it right there. Now, I wouldn't put it right there because it doesn't look great, but this will then allow you to do the same process, where instead of clicking on a button and doing a pop-up order form, the order form's already embedded into the page. So if you click on it, your settings are going to pop up on the right side. It will then allow you to go through, hit advanced, go through the step 1 phase, the step 2 phase, and then once you're happy with it, you can hit save and publish, and it will be good to go. And that will allow you then to go through and actually have a functioning checkout process and page. So that is step 4, attaching your product to your page to allow you to start accepting payments. And again, one more time, when you have your page selected, you click this products button here, then you add a product, and then that will allow you to select whatever product you want to be applied. Okay, the last and final step is to automatically grant permissions to the course they just purchased and send them login detailed information, okay? The way we do that is by going to automations. So click on that, and then what I'm gonna have us do is create a workflow from scratch. So create workflow, start from scratch, and we're gonna do this from square one just to give you step-by-step instructions, okay? So we're gonna do membership access granted. So that's what this is going to be called. So now in front of you, you have this area that is a trigger. So that's what's going to initiate this process. And what we're going to do is we're going to say order form submission or order submitted. So if you click on order submitted, it will then say, all right, let's add some filters. Let's decide which order is happening to make this workflow fire and trigger. So if I hit global product, select, is my, I didn't actually, doer challenge. So if I am selling the global product of doer challenge, hit save trigger, then it will trigger this automation. So if you then go down here and click the plus sign, what we're going to do is we're going to type in the word grant. So this says course grant offer. If I click that, it's then going to say, great, which offer are you going to give them? Now, because I didn't save the doer challenge offer, it's not here, but the same thing applies. Once you publish that offer, you can then click that, hit save action, and then you go up to here and hit published and hit save. And then you now have the ability of simple automation that once someone purchases that course, it will automatically send them an email with membership access details. It will say, hey, here's the link to log in. Here is your username, and here's your randomly generated password. So if they can follow that, and they can gain access to their course. So if you hit save there, you are good to go, and you are going to be able to help them from top to bottom to be able to you have your course designed, you have the offer made, the product created, you've attached it to a page. Once they purchase it, you have an automation in place that's going to send them membership login details, and you are good to go. So that is a summary of how to create your course and start selling your course from top to bottom. Now, are there a lot more details or different ways to make it look more awesome and have other additional really powerful automations to help with the process? Absolutely. But this is going to be that step 1 through 5 of getting a course created all the way to actually selling and granting access and permission to that course. So there you go, guys. I appreciate you hopping on, and I hope that this helps you to create and sell your courses.